Great Umoja to everybody out there. We streaming. Yep, we streaming. We up. You see where we at. It's morning time. Signal went out. Not the black signal though, but one of the signals went out. Goal is to have the black signal rolling by this, hopefully today. I don't know. We'll see. I got a learning curve. Took time on Umoja to learn how to do it. Now I gotta just find out why I can't do it. You know, everything takes time. But good morning to each and every last one of you, or a great day, depending on what lingo you say. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful. It's a beautiful Umoja. We get to go over to our adventures today and hopefully change the world. One day at a time. One moment at a time. In the moment, change in the day. Man, but yo, family, I want to welcome you to... I want to take time and welcome you to the Congregation of Mighty. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Of course, you know this is a Heart of December production. And this is the Daily Toast. It is Umoja, December the 3rd, 2018. Wow. And I want to say, we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Great day. Let's see what I'm putting my order in for my Kwame. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's going to be, I'm going to have to work on that because I have to make it through these buckets. And my car broke down. So that's the finances is going to be split between trying to get the car fixed. I still got to get some ads and all that. Need to rap about what our plans are for. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will be hooking up this coming up Umoja. We're going to have the regular meeting from 2 to about 6. Let's say, Nation Builders, we hooking up about 1 p.m. So we're going to have a talk and maybe get some extra time so that we can go and get stuff together for the young folk. Right? So, hey, it is what it is. It's about to go down. Shoot, man, I seen this. I tried to watch Race 4 again last night, but I got tired and went to bed. But, yeah, it's a good movie. So we want to decide on what we're going to do with that movie because we got movie nights coming up. We got a movie night for December. Got one for January, February, March, April, June. But hey, with all that being said, let's
Mr. Diddy.
drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath, come on, breathe. Drink. Or should we say, breathe, then drink. Grab your bottle for some water. Twist that cap to get that water. Lift your glass and pour that water. Get your water. Drink. drink, drink, drink. Or should we say, live or then? Now move your body and get some more. Now move your body and get some more. Stretch, come on. Move your body and get some water. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, move, dance. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, raise, toast, dance. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift your glass and pour some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, drink. Breathe, live, move, toast. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Lift your glass. 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 Lift. Drink, 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 drink. Lift, pour, in. Alright, family, I want to thank everybody for joining us. And yes, you are right, Brother Kwame. These cars are kicking our ass, but that's part of the plan. Drink, 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 drink. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Brother Kwame say these cars are kicking our asses. And in a big way, yes, that's part of the plan, because one of the things that I'll constantly be talking about is that in a sense, in many ways, we have been eliminated from being able to live an American lifestyle. We've been cast out. We've been and so when a car breaks down, this is a major issue, when in fact it shouldn't actually be a major issue when you exist in the richest country in the world. You know, a lot of times I often ask the question, like we talk about healthcare and we talk about housing prices, and now we can move to the automobiles. The question is, are the prices too high? You understand what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, at one point in time, you used to be able to buy a car, you know, maybe not in our lifetime, but I mean, yeah, in our lifetime, yeah. You used to be able to buy a car for a nice, reasonable price. Get you a good car. But shit, now cars cost like half of what a house costs. So you get a good house, you're going to have to get a good car. And that car is going to cost you half of what you paying for that house. $49,000, $50,000, $60,000 to get a good quality car. You know what I'm saying? When, like I said, you know, according to the numbers, the median amount of wealth for the black family is $1,700. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's a couple of good pair of tennis shoes. Fucking car. You know what I'm saying? When you really look at it, you know what I'm saying? That's what we are up against. So, we're gonna make something happen. We're gonna make something happen. So hopefully this car could be fixed. But it's old. I mean, it's old, and it was only supposed to help me make it until August, and it's done its job. You know what I'm saying? But the money hasn't come in like I thought it would, because I thought I had a piece of change coming so that I would be able to go on and at least put a down payment, or at least start seriously saving up for a car. But it's not happening like that. Like I said, the road we chose is a rough road, but I wouldn't have chose another one. You know what I'm saying? So, family, go on, drink up. Let's drink our water. Let's get over here. Let's find something. I need to play something while I drink my water, so I get y'all primed for this toast. Let's see. Let's do minute by minute.
Minute by minute. Minute by minute. Hour by hour. Hour by hour. You lose your history. You lose your history. You lose your power. You lose your power. Minute by minute. Minute by minute. Hour by hour. Hour by hour. You lose your faith. You lose your faith. You lose your power. You lose your power. If it is to be. If it is to be. It's up to me. It's up to me. I feel good about myself. I feel good about myself. I feel good about the people around me. I feel good about the people around me. I feel goodness all around me. I feel goodness all around me. And it will follow me for the rest of my life. And it will follow me for the rest of my life. Because I walk with good. Because I walk with good. And I talk with good. And I talk with good. And I am good. And I am good. And that feels real good. And that feels real good. Good, better, best. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Never let it rest. And say your good is your better. Your good is your better. And your better is your best. And your better is your best. Black people. Black people. You were once great. You were once great. You shall be great again. You shall be great again. Lose not faith. Lose not faith. Lose not courage. Lose not courage. Go forward. Go forward. Uplift the race. Uplift the race. Harambe. 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 Harambe.
Thank you, sir. Where are my conditions?
I am a Gye-Nyame man. I was born for greatness. My greatness comes from my potent sinner. I pledge to find and connect with my sinner. I pledge to build my spirit, mind, and body. I pledge to use my hands to build a better world for myself, my loved ones, and my community. I pledge to use my mind to think deeper, further, and higher to create a better reality for myself. I pledge to live my life and go beyond all my self-imposed limitations. I pledge to promote the principles of the Gye-Nyame warrior to assist all those seeking a path of success. I pledge all these things first to myself, my teachers, to all my relations, and to my higher power. I am Gye-Nyame. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. That is the Gye-Nyame pledge that is said by all of our true members at least once a day. Peace and welcome to our YouTube channel. Check out our videos and podcasts. Subscribe as well as join the journey. Push past your self-imposed limitations within the Gye-Nyame journey. Peace.
So shouts out to Dr. Jackson out there. I see you. Hey, so family, here we go. We about to do this toast because, I know a lot of y'all, we got to get the day started. I ain't got a lot to vent on. Like I said, if you haven't seen Race War, you need to go to racewarmovie.com. Nice documentary. A little bit different because it's not just all black people talking about the coming race war. You got some major figures in the alt-right movement and well, really the alt-right movement, and and it's like there's a discussion going on. So brother went around and Jason Black went around and did some powerful interviews, right? And it's like, but like I said, I look at these every time I look at these documentaries, and I'll be like, man, we could do something like that, man. We know people we could do stuff like that, man. All over this country, we got people where we could talk about stuff. And we got people with the skills to put the movies together. It's just a matter of lining people up with the skills and eliminating as much drama as possible. How do you do it? How do you line up all the genius we have and eliminate the fuckery? Man, but actually, I don't even think we have to eliminate it. You know what I'm saying? We find a way to direct it, I guess. I don't know. But with all the people that have been, that this circle has touched, and all the circles that have touched us, we can come up with a powerful idea and raise the funds and get it, because they're doing these documentaries for like under $500,000. I know you like, brother Tim, you just thought, it's hard for us to raise money for Kwanzaa. But once the platforms get big enough, we will be able to have a reach. Actually, we got a reach of about 500 people now. You do the math there, you know what I'm saying? We got shirts, we got books, you know what I'm saying? We could do workshops. There's a whole bunch of stuff we could do to raise the money to get us a quality documentary out that will serve a purpose. Not just the fact of just getting out a documentary, because I don't want to do that shit. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to just do that shit. I don't want to just be the next nigga with a nice documentary, the next black man with a nice documentary. You know what I'm saying? I would love for Gye-Nyame Journey Media to put something out that could possibly be life-changing. You know what I'm saying? So it would take some time, some thought, some pulling on some strings and pulling on different ideas. So it would be like, what angle can we really hit this from to where we could actually impact our people? Because it's becoming very clear to me that the movement is now digital. You understand what I'm saying? It's coming through these screens, and we're able to touch people on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? So how can we empower the touch that we have on the people out there? You know what I'm saying? And not just be trying to hustle because we got a documentary, not just trying to hustle because we got t-shirts and shit like that, but actually trying to put products that bring value into people's lives so that they can use the information that they receive. They can use the inspiration that they receive to actually start making changes in their community. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to do a feel-good documentary where it's just about, elevating people and, we were the first people on the planet. We know this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm rather than the who's and what's, I want to look at the hows. You know what I'm saying? How did we do some of the shit that we did in the past? Because this can't be the only time in history where we have run up into a situation like we are in right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe it is. And even if it is, we still could draw on some wisdom from people in the past. You know what I'm saying? On how did Nat Turner motivate people to follow him? How did some of these other, how did the people in Haiti, you know what I'm saying? What was the method that they used? How did, I think it was Denmark Vesey, you know what I'm saying? I mean, think about this. Either it was Denmark Vesey or Gabriel Prosser. One of them won their freedom in the lottery. There was a lottery. They invested, and they supposedly won enough money to buy themselves. So you mean to tell me black folks been hustling like that? You know what I'm saying? How in slavery times were we able to put together a fucking lottery? Where was the money kept? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, damn. You know, how? How? Because we know the why, but we need to know the how. You know, so we need to go on and put something together so we can start dissecting the hows. How throughout history have we been able to overcome all the obstacles, overcome issues of survival and move to thriving, and how do we stay there? But you know, that's neither here nor there. That's a long way off because I still can't get I can't even get the newsletter together right now. So one step at a time, right? So here we go. Lifting up our glass, saluting the Creator by whatever name you choose to call it, Creator. We lift up our glass and we toast and we say, Ashe. And then, family, we're going to move and we're going to call on our illustrious ancestors. The thing that keeps us all connected. We call on Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Texana Davis, Ern Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Elvira Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Flora, Montague Pittman L, Nomo X, Pet Mara, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxor Brothers, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Grindelman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kelly D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bert Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Agos Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Evelyn Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, and Patricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, May Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Gerald Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Major Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Baxter, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, N.C. Johnson, David Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Worrell, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Armitage Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Dama Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Eleanor Howe, Frank and Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, and Ellis Murphy. We got a new message on here. It was Denmark Vesey who won. Yeah, Denmark Vesey. And I mean, how? You know what I'm saying? Were we running a lottery? And because when I ran across that, there wasn't a lot of detail in that. But so we've been, where was the money kept? How did they keep the money safe? You understand what I'm saying? This is somehow information that I think is real important to our struggle. You know what I'm saying? Because if they was able to do it back then, if they did it before then, we could do it again. Hey, we could do it again. Right? Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, Shelby McClendon, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Michael and Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Mazarine Kofer, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Reginald Oliver, Linda Howard, Jacqueline Broadus, Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Edward R. Benson Sr., Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rachel Easley, Javea McCormick, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Norrell Ellis, Elizabeth Battles, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Baba Naeem, Tim Butler, Ramey, Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bet Vaughn, Lud Oz, Elijah Oz, Jerome Oz, Henry West Staton, Joe Jamel Oz, Miss Vanilla Albers Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlington Houston, Albert Moore, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Vivian Stevenson, Lily Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lester and Rachel Saunders, John Bowie, Alex Nixon, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Aunt Becker, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George, and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Edgar Armstrong, Claire Fox, June Evans, or Gene Evans, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Emma McClendon, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Boots Jefferson, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Pookie, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Jennifer Sensabaugh, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevenson, Sue Ann Stevenson, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee, Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Florence Evans, Pamela Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, DePretis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Hadley, Elma Hines. Did I say Phyllis Lee? All right, cool. All right. But I did if I didn't. So, family, we lift up our glass and we salute those ancestors that are on our list, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move on to the present moment. As you all know, we have to salute the moment.
Damn, Ron, come on! What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Damn. All right. So, family, it is Umoja. Got my cheat sheet. For those that don't speak the language, Umoja is unity. Activate those reticular formations. We are looking. We are searching for unity. Right? Where is it in our community? Where is it in our life? Where is it on our jobs or our adventures that I like to call mine? Where is unity? Find it. Take a picture of it. Share it. Record it. I don't care. But we need to start posting up things that we want to see. We need to start posting up our principles. We got to be on the hunt for them so we can constantly remind ourselves that it's popping off out here. It's going on out here. It's real out here. Right? And we are on the come up. It's hard to see sometimes. It's hard to remember sometimes. But we are on the come up. And I think it's important that we start putting out what we want to see. At least our tribe. I ain't concerned about everybody else. You know what I'm saying? At least our tribe. We need to start throwing up those images that we want to see. Where is unity at? All right. So today, of course, if you don't speak the language, Umoja means unity. The demonic principle today is truth. The color is violet. Mentalism is the hermetic law today. Male energy for the day. The male name for the day is Kwojo. What's up, Kwojo? Is there any Kwojos? I know some Kwojos, right? And female Ajwa, right? I don't know no Ajwas. I would like to meet. For a lot of these sisters, I don't know Ajwa. I don't know a Kua. I don't know a Ya. Well, I do know a Ya. I don't know a Kusua as well. You know what I'm saying? So, let's start identifying. I want to know who vibing, because these are your days, right? These are your days. I need you to understand that. These are your days of power. So, you need to line yourself up and know when your day is, right? You can have good days all the time, but there's special days, right? When your energy is at its peak, right? And you can go on and grab onto it, right? And like I said, you don't necessarily have to understand it, because you don't understand electricity that flow through your light bulbs. You understand what I'm saying? But you know how to guide it. You know how to turn the switch to turn it on. You know what I'm saying? So there, we'll leave that there. From the emotional emancipation circle, we got the African-centered cultural virtue and value system. In Wall of the Day, the word is Taranga, which is a sense of hospitality. Might have to be careful about that one, because the last time we was hospitable, it didn't work out too well, right? I mean, just telling the truth. Don't get mad. Akan ethics today is truth, and traditional Yoruba attributes of good character, suru, which is patience. So we got to kind of clarify some of our principles when we're talking about it, because it get kind of dangerous when you put some of these words into people, and then they start practicing them, and the rest of the world is on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, gotta be careful. Hospitality can be very dangerous if you don't exercise this shit properly. You don't invite everybody into the house. Like we had a sister at the last EEC, or emotional emancipation circle. She said that she was taught that there's certain people that you invite to the front of the house, there's certain people that you invite into the yard, and there's certain people that you invite onto the porch, and certain people that you allow into the house. You understand? So, we have to start learning to distinguish. See, and that's helpful for home, that's helpful for economics, that's helpful for politics. I mean, that's homespun wisdom that can help move us to a whole nother level as a group. Think about that. I invite you to the front yard, and you better not come past that gate. You know what I'm saying? Or my dog Power gonna chew your ass up, because he don't recognize you. He gonna get you, right? If you allowed in the yard, Power know you. But you can't come up on the porch. We could play out in the yard, right? You know, if you come up on the porch, you know what I'm saying, you move to the next level. And we got to have ways to separate individuals from being able to do that, because we can't let everybody up on the porch. Because the porch is basically the gateway to the home. And we have, as a people, we have basically opened up the gateway to everybody. Everybody could just come in our house. They don't have to wipe their feet. You know what I'm saying? They just come in and tear the shit up and leave us with the cleanup. Just come in. Because we are, because we're nice. Because we're patient and shit like that. Long suffering. We need to be short suffering. A lot of these words we need to be some short sufferers. Right? Ouch! Pow! You know what I'm saying? Ain't long suffering means that you can endure pain for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good quality. But we can't do that shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? We can't be long suffering. Our children counting on us. I don't know if y'all know that shit. I don't know if y'all really realize that. Our generation, the next generation is counting on us. We can't be long suffering all the damn time. That's not a good look. Right? So we raise up our glass to this present moment, because in this moment is where we have the opportunity to change the world. In this moment and only in this moment. Family, in this moment, you're going to go out and get it. In this moment, you're going to move towards success. In this moment, you're going to change your life. In this moment, you're going to change others' life. In this moment, you're going to set examples and leave a foundation for your children. So we lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, we move to our children, our children's children, on to infinity. We lift that glass up and we say Ashe. Where we go from there? You finish the dishes?
Yeah.
You put them in the dishwasher?
I put half of them in the dishwasher.
What half?
The pot and...
Did you scrub the pot before you put it in the dishwasher?
No.
Can't do that. Actually, the dishwasher is like after you kind of wash them off a little bit, put them in the dishwasher, because dishwasher don't really clean them if you ain't noticed that. Right? That's why you was born, so that you could wash dishes. You get to the age where you are the dishwasher. So I'm going to go and unplug that shit. Dishwashers. Did y'all have dishwashers when y'all was coming up? Or were you the dishwasher? Come on now. Lift up our glass to the present moment. No, we lift up our glass to our future generations, our children, our children's children, on to infinity. And we want to let them know that they're going to be loved and they will always have a place to wash dishes. We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. Being able to have a place to wash dishes show a little bit of stability. I know some of y'all out there tripping on that shit, but it's real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey. So we lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? We go to all our relations. We toast and we say Ashe. Last but not, no, this is not last. We lift up our toast. This is for those of you right now who be pouring out into the world. Now it's time to pour into yourself. We ask the Creator and the ancestors to be here. We lift up our glass and we toast. Right now, what is it in the moment that you need? I know specifically what I need right now. We toast and we say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? I'm going to salute the most beautiful, powerful, inspiring individual in the room. The star that shines bright with a great massive gravity well that's able to trap the things in that you need and expel those that you don't. Toast you. You. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. And we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right, family, I got to get up. I got to do some ironing. And I got to go double check on this boy's dishwashing abilities and shit. All right, so be on the lookout. Black Signal will be going out soon. I will be posting up the link. Well, it ain't even a link. I'm gonna be posting in the opt-in number because we're gonna have to start. It's almost like I'm gonna have to start all over again. And I mean, I could upload it, but still, it might not send out to everybody. So, but I guess I'm gonna try. We're gonna see. But we're gonna rebuild and build it stronger, make it more complete, Make it strong. All right. This is Brother Hatem family, and I am out. Y'all have a great Umoja, and I will see you in 24 hours. Right? A little bit less than 24 hours. All right? Peace. Peace out.